Hey guys, so I on my stories earlier on Instagram and Facebook said that I would show you how I make a face mist. So I use a face mist to set makeup if I'm wearing makeup when I'm going out, and also I use it during the day. I just find, well, I used to work in an office which was air conditioned, and my skin just used to dry out, and as soon as I kind of had a week off or 2 weeks off holiday, I noticed my skin wasn't as dry, and that's when I started using a Floral face mist. And anyone watching this that I used to work with or have worked with in the past will know that I used to sit there regularly every hour. But also, you know, they give a lovely scent, so if you don't like wearing perfumes with chemicals in, then they're also great for that. But also, if you're going through the menopause, you know, they're really cooling. You can keep them in the fridge, spray them, really refreshing. And I'll show you very quickly how I make them. And also we sell some organic floral waters, which I picked up today from Brighton, which are made by NHR Organics. If you haven't heard of them, look them up. They are proud to boast that they are the world's finest organic essential oils, and they are beautiful. So you can use different herbs if you're making your own. I personally like to use lavender, so these are just dried lavender buds, flowers, and then I also use rosemary, which I've put inside here. You can see the rosemary. But you could also do mint if you wanted excuse me, if you wanted it to be a bit more cooling, then mint's a really nice one. If you're only keeping it for a couple of days in the fridge, then you could put some cucumber in and some mint, and that would be super cooling but also quite hydrating, because cucumber's great for hydration. So really easy. You boil some water, let it cool for a couple of minutes, so it's not obviously going to burn the herbs and the flowers. And then I normally pour into my jug, which is sterilised in the dishwasher, so you can see it's got the lavender buds in, and then I pour it into a glass bottle, but obviously always try and reuse glass. And then let it cool. So this will sit for about 20 minutes. So I've got the lavender in here, rosemary, and then the boiled water. Measurements wise, I mean, I've put a couple of sprigs of rosemary about that size, and then a tablespoonful of lavender buds, dried lavender. Fresh lavender, dried lavenders, but either is fine. Then put the lid on and let that sit for about 20 minutes, and you'll start to smell it. That's delicious. So once that's cooled, simply, very, very easy, you would then pour it. I'm going to pour it into here actually, so you can see if that fits maybe. But yeah, so you want to make sure that you've got a fine sieve, so that you can sieve it out as you're pouring it, basically. And then that's it. So I have these on the website that you can, with a spray lid, you can either get them with a metal screw top, aluminium screw top, or you can buy them with the sprays. But if you've got a spray, reuse it. It's that simple. So yes, I've used lavender and rosemary. You could use the mint, you could use lavender and mint, or the other, you know, and rosemary and mint. Thyme's really good for the skin. I'm trying to think other ones. Rose petals, if you've got rose petals, not something that everyone has, but you know, some people do. But yeah, mint is a really good cooling one if you do want a cooling one. And then I was just going to show you, because these came in today, so these are the Floral waters from NHR Organics. So we've got neroli, I'll just show you all of them, geranium, and so you can buy these, again, these are glass, and then you can buy them either with the silver aluminium lid or with the spray tops, so that they're ready to go as sprays. But if you've got a spray top and it's, you know, long enough for one of these, then reuse that. And then when you replace it, you obviously only need to buy the aluminium lid again and swap your spray over. Now personally, I tend to have them with the lid, and again I would put them into one of these bottles because they're lighter for me to take around with me in my handbag. I find the aluminium is a lot lighter than the glass, and probably safer. So I just pour what I need into here and take that with me. But they set your makeup, they refresh your makeup during the day, they'll hydrate your skin during the day, and then they all have their own properties. So lavender obviously is great for oily and combination skin, and if you have breakouts, acne, lavender is obviously antibacterial, so it's a really good one to put on throughout the day. The neroli, so I got this in especially for Charlie actually as well, because she loves neroli. Now neroli is obviously, it says on the it's backwards, but it's an orange aroma, and orange, if you Google, you know, scent of orange, studies have shown that it reduces stress. So it's a really good one if you are in a stressful situation, or you find yourself that you do get stressed or anxious. Having an orange floral water and spraying it over your face and kind of neck, breathing in that scent is really calming. Then the rose. Now the rose personally is the one that I tend to use, simply because it smells like you're walking through a garden of roses in the morning. You know, that's really, it's a real rose aroma. I can't, you know, explain it, but you'll know what I mean. And they pick the rose petals that they grow for their essential oils before dawn, because that's when the roses have got the most scent in them. And when you smell this spray, you'll be amazed. I use it as my perfume as well. And then geranium is another really good all-rounder. It's great for oily combination skin. So if the dry skin, the rose would be very good, or neroli. But yes, and geranium has a beautiful rose scent as well, but it's very good for balancing. So if you have hormonal skin during your menstrual cycle, that sort of thing, it will balance hormones and your mood. So it's calming again, but they're great. I love them. I'd never be without a floral water. So yes, easy, really easy to make, guys. I hope you enjoy making. They're really fun to make as well, I think, and it's a really nice thing to make. It'll keep for about a week in the fridge, really, and then you need to get rid of it. So I've made up a big one here because I've made one for me and Charlie and I, but I would normally just make up 50 millilitres just to fill my own little bottle. But there you go. Right, have a nice evening. Speak to you soon.